An informative speech by Dominique Wadley. Filling a prescription. What happens when you drop off your prescription at the pharmacy? Why does it sometimes take so long to get it filled? There are 5 to 6 steps involved in filling a prescription. There's drop-off, input, 4-point, visual verify, filling, and troubleshoot. Some of these can be done by the technician, some of them have to be done by the pharmacist. The first step is drop-off. That's when you drop off your prescription. The technician will usually ask your birthday. Why do we ask your birthday? Well, there may be more than one Mary Smith. Last names change. Some people go by nicknames. Date of birth is always the same. The technician then scans your prescription into the computer and sends it to input. Input is the second step, and that is usually where the deciphering of the doctor's handwriting comes in. One usually inputs the prescription after it's been scanned. They transfer the information from the hard copy into the computer. We have to choose the correct drug, the correct strength, the correct form, capsules or tablets or suspension. Next we have to put the SIG or the directions in. This is what ends up on the label. This tells the patient how to take the medication. An example of a SIG would be Amoxil 500 milligrams, 1 TID for 10 days. That's what the doctor will write. What we print on the bottle would be take 1 capsule by mouth 3 times a day for 10 days. The next step is 4-point. The prescription is sent to 4-point. That can only be done by a pharmacist. This is where the pharmacist checks the accuracy of the input. They make sure that the correct patient is chosen, the correct drug is chosen, the correct dosage and strength, and the correct SIG is printed. If all these are correct, then the pharmacist sends the prescription on to the next stage. The next step is filling. If the patient is paying out of pocket, the prescription will go directly to filling. If the patient is using a third-party payer, the prescription is submitted to the insurance. If it goes through and is accepted, it will go to filling. The technician starts a fill by scanning a barcode on a tote. This assigns a prescription to that particular tote. This keeps the prescriptions organized and easily accessible for the pharmacist. Next, the technician retrieves the drug that it's prompted. If the correct drug is chosen, the machine will beep and the fill can continue. If the incorrect drug is chosen, the machine will not let you continue. The machine will then scan a printer and the label prints out. The technician, usually, then counts out the required amount of pills or capsules and places them into a vial, places the sticker on the vial along with any warning labels that may accompany it. Now, troubleshoot is where a prescription will go if there's a problem with it. If the insurance rejects the claim for whatever reason, if there's an allergy on the patient's profile that this new prescription falls into. Also, if there is an interaction between the new prescription and anything that they're already taking. Troubleshoot is worked constantly by technicians and pharmacists, and problems can usually be fixed quickly. However, some problems are not easily fixed. For example, if the insurance denies a claim, we have to call for an override. Or if the insurance requires a prior authorization, which means the doctor has to call the insurance and do more paperwork. This problem can take a couple of days to be rectified. After it's filled, the prescriptions are placed for the pharmacist to visually verify them. This is the last step in the filling process. The pharmacist double checks the information on the original script and that on the label and what's in the vial. They also will open the vial and make sure the drug looks the same as what it's supposed to. So hopefully this gives you an idea of what's involved in filling a prescription and understand why it takes sometimes a little longer than you think it might. There are several steps involved, and these steps are put in place for your protection and the pharmacist. Thank you.